FreakyTable is brought to you by Nikki Hits Beauty Studio, Bonamusadi, Douala, and Jungle Hub, Buea.
Hello everybody, this is FreakyTable. My name is Joan Gomba. I have Yana Jr. in the house, and joining us is the founding CEO of CAMIFF. His name is Agbor Gilbert, as well as the brand ambassador and Nollywood actor Ramsey Nouah Jr. All right, so we have to talk about CAMIFF 2021, the review, what has been happening since April 19, 2021 to today, April 24th. What has been happening, the ups and the downs, the challenges, of course, the praises. And so that's what we're here to talk about. Hello, everybody. You guys are welcome. Gilbert, you look very, I don't know, angry.
Tired. Sleepy.
Please, can you not sleep on set? Like,
I'm trying.
Okay. Ramsey, welcome to FreakyTable.
I like that title, you know.
Freaky, right?
FreakyTable. How freaky is it going to be?
Oh, man.
Just discover.
As you go on, you discover. It's just strange that we're discussing CAMIFF on a FreakyTable. Okay.
All right, so I mean, April 19, just like 6 days of film, workshop, meeting, networking, everything. How has it been? Where do I start? What's that? Parties. How can I forget that? How has it been?
There are people who don't come for the workshop, they don't come for the screenings, they don't come for anything, they come just for the parties.
Mm-hmm. Which is part of the CAMIFF.
Mm-hmm. So don't forget them.
That's like I can come and pick that anyway.
Okay, I'm not forgetting those parties. Okay, party comers or goers.
Part of the community, CAMIFF community.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So how has it been so far?
It's been an amazing, troubling, yet a beautiful struggle. I think it's just the will of God that we should do CAMIFF this year.
Right.
We actually managed to do CAMIFF this year without any sponsors. Everybody said either we'll move it to Yaoundé or Douala, or they will not come. So even the Minister of Culture avoided to see me or talk to me about the festival. But all the same, you know, came back to Buea, had a meeting with the team. Mm-hmm. And we challenged ourselves to do it. And since Mr. Ramsey Nouah here was the one who gave me the responsibility in 2013 in Afrif, Calabar, that I should do CAMIFF, he too was engaged and he came. So we've been struggling. Yes, and he's been teaching, he's been available, he's been doing what he knows how to do best. Love people, make them smile, make them laugh. Mm-hmm. Support, give hope. So with people like Anori on the team, the acting masterclass was really amazing. Aina also did his best to enlighten the young people, encourage them. The comeback of Niba Lawrence.
Comeback.
Yeah, he has been absent. The guy disappeared after.
Are you sure you didn't send him away? Because
No. I didn't send him away. He just disappeared.
Okay.
And then you had people like Itambi Delphine, you know. You have people like Rene Eta. Mm-hmm. So it was a beautiful team. Mm-hmm. It's been a very, very beautiful team. Mm-hmm. We are still standing strong, waxing strong. Our team is very, very positive.
We thank the Lord. Mm-hmm. So Ramsey, over to you.
We
thank the head of definitely the head of the government. Ramsey, you're here again in Cameroon. It was 2 years. I think the last CAMIFF we had was in 2018.
That's right.
And we're having it after 2 years. Did you miss CAMIFF in those?
I'm the worst person to ask about foresight or hindsight of the progress of any business or anything. Even as a matter of fact, when I helped to initiate with Gilbert, the CAMIFF, I'm not very good. I'm just a creative person by default, almost like. So, but I do not know how to say, oh, yes, I see this at the end of the tunnel, or I see that happening. So, yes, when it went off for a bit, I was just more concerned about it not dying. Right. Like for instance, because I know the strength, I know the impact it had brought into the industry, like a huge impact, whether we like it or not. As much, most people that failed or refuse to admit it, it's brought quite an impact, you know. And the impact is this, that you must understand. Entertainment is not only about having musicians stand on the stage and then singing and just making your life happy. So entertainment also is a way of educating and enlightening people, and that's what CAMIFF brings. So it's not just you going to pay to see an artist perform one night or 3 hours or 2 hours performance and it's over. Yeah. No, we leave in CAMIFF. We leave institution, education, everything behind in the hearts of all these people. You know, a lot that they can take home. You know, and that's why I didn't want it to die. But during the time, like I mentioned, during the time it was off for a bit. All my fear is that I pray it bounces back.
And did it bounce back 2 years later?
Oh, here we are.
Is something that you expected? I mean, this is the first CAMIFF, I would not lie, I'll be very honest, and with this FreakyTable, that I'm not hearing any negative vibe from anywhere. It has been going smoothly. I know the challenges are behind the scene where those who are actually organizing are going through hell. But for those who are attending like us, we haven't heard anything stupid or crazy. It's been success, it's been good, it's been happy, it's been... How do you feel about that? Given the fact that the previous CAMIFFs have always been hit with one issue or the other that overtakes the whole essence of the festival.
I think the media peddled strongly on negative news to sell, basically, which is the normal forte of medias, you know, sometimes. But right now they've realized that they've not done any good to CAMIFF in the process. They've done more harm than good. And I think they're realizing the impact of CAMIFF now and how well it's doing, how it's encouraging and putting things in the entertainment industry. You know, my keynote to the press this year was structure, where CAMIFF is starting to look at, you know, not just individual strengthening creative minds, but also creating a structure where, you know, all their rights are all protected and taken care of, you know, with a proper structure in place. So it was one of my keynotes in this last CAMIFF, which we're hoping that we're going to start working towards that, where there's a strong structure for the benefit of virtually every creative mind, you know, in Cameroon.
Wow, that's really nice to hear. So Yana, by the way, that's Yana Junior, another Junior. Oh my God. And any questions for Ramsey?
Not just for him, but Agbor Gilbert. So I think my first question goes to him. I mean, in terms of really putting this together, looking at what's happened over the years, and you know, you guys just going off because of the known situation in an area here. But then coming back in 2021 with the evolution of media taking a very it's being a different space right now, and also with different platforms coming to Africa. How much is the agenda of CAMIFF, you know, not just as a festival, but as people who want to see the greater good of the Cameroon movie industry move forward? How much is your education about making them see alternative ways to distribute their movies, and also creating the networks which can leverage platforms that are coming to Africa?
Yana, you see, the one thing I keep saying is that Cameroonians are very much talented people.
Yeah.
But the only thing that's lacking in Cameroon is how do you make a career out of this talent? How do you monetize what we do? How do you recoup your investment after you must have produced a film? Yeah. That is why we took the pain to invite Africa Magic in 2016, and Africa Magic said, okay, Cameroon, we are ready, we are open, we are going to be accepting Cameroonian films. And we also pushed in 2017 to approach Amazon and Amazon Prime to see how they can start accepting Cameroonian films. We also tried to approach Netflix through our Film One contacts. At that time, Kene came here with Moses. We had a meeting here in Buea. you know, all these platforms, most of them are international platforms, they had the same worries, which was they don't have rights over Francophone countries and Francophone content. So we kept trying to make them understand, hey, we're Cameroonians, but we're not Francophones. And we're not French. We're not bound by Francophonie. We're bound by Commonwealth. And we're governed under common law. The same copyright laws and structures that are applying in Nigeria, Ghana, America, and other countries, same as what we should benefit at the level of Southern Cameroon or Anglophone Cameroon, however you choose to call it. But all of that, it took a while. You know, it was a process to actually approach them constantly. With the help of Moses, we contact the right people in Los Angeles. We try to prove to them. At some point, they said, okay, we're going to give you a try. But after that, they went mute. So we came back, told them, look, in America only, we have over 4 million Anglophones or Southern Cameroonians living in America. So this is a huge market for you here. And these people want to connect back to their roots. They want to feel like they are not too far. And they're asking us every day, why is it that our films are not showing? So they asked a lot of questions. We went back to the Cameroon embassy, talked with the cultural attaché for them to give us documents that will back our claim that there are about that number of Cameroonians living in the United States only. So when we did all that paperwork and present everything, we fought a good fight. Today, today we are having 2 films on Netflix. It's been a struggle. And after they realized that, okay, we did some collaborations with Nigerian, and our films are showing in Nigeria, and there was no legal dispute between a film producer from Cameroon and a distributor from Nigeria. So it was easy for them to allow us to start this process. And when they started, they said the first film, the therapy, the conditions were, they were going to give us just Nigeria, Nollywood. They were going to limit the film only within Nigeria. Then we kept begging and negotiating. So they said they will limit it within Africa. If the film can touch 19 African countries and nobody is contesting, then they will now open Europe. So that is how you see how Fisherman's Diary benefited from this negotiation of the therapy. Right. And it's been a very beautiful experience knowing that, okay, other young Cameroonians can challenge themselves now to want to do better production, produce better content. Maybe Ramsey can come to Cameroon more and shoot more, you know, and all of that. Those are the kind of things that we're trying to establish here. And the good thing about the Film One people, they believe in One Africa. They believe that, okay, through their own platforms, they can collect content from left and right to actually push the image of Africa forward in a positive way. And that is my belief. And I think that's also the belief of Ramsey. So far, so good. CAMIFF has done its own part to actually do what it's meant to do, attract content buyers and content creators on the same platform where they can discuss on how to build and to strengthen the film sector entirely.
Interesting.
All right. Just to piggyback on what he talked about concerning content creators, Ramsey, my question goes to you. You've been in the movie industry for so many years. You've really grown from Nollywood to expanding into other African countries. Like you've been in the Fisherman's Diary. With that much experience and living in the age where digital is really the thing, where content creators have more freedom to create, do you see an opportunity for younger filmmakers to really snap to really pounce on in this age? And what are the opportunities for them to optimize in such a way that it really attracts bigger paying platforms?
I always hammer this down, because it's the fact, is what I've observed about the Cameroonian people. They are very, very passionate about the arts. They love it and they accept it. They approve it. And today I was talking about how much, while I've been coming to CAMIFF, I've never really sat down, to listen to Cameroonian songs, music. But this time, I heard a lot of Cameroonian songs, watched some of the videos. And I was blown away by, the amount of creativity and work involved. So I was like, wow, there is that vibrant industry right there, and it is solely almost on individuality than collective.
Okay.
Right? Music industry that in a track, you have God knows how many languages in one track alone. You have English, you have Francophone, you have Pidgin, you have their dialects all in one track. That's amazing. It's a lot that can go down here. So there's potentials, strong potentials. So people keep asking me, what can I give to them? They already have it. These Cameroonian guys have it. Now, if you're asking how they can leverage onto the bigger platform, I was going to use a stupid proverb that we normally say in Nigeria, but I'll keep that out of this national television.
We really want to hear this FreakyTable. I mean, like,
For Nigeria,
fire.
Go see a small bloggers they grow.
I just finished my prayers, and I'm engaging into fasting from next week. So please, there are certain things I should not hear.
Tell us another line.
There are certain things I should not hear, please.
So it's not like automatic that they're probably just going to, but I mean, it's a huge leap when you think about The Fisherman's Diary, you know, and the other movie before The Fisherman's Diary, Therapy that came on Netflix. It is a huge leap. It's a starting point, and everybody's now looking at, okay, when my next job get there? Now, like I said, passion is there, and the guidelines are there. When you see Netflix, they have limits, they have standards, you know, for the kind of movies that come on the platform. So basically, everyone knows that already. All these guys, they know that. So how they're going to get there when they start to work on huge budgeted movies, which is not even in Hollywood, box office movies or big budget movies, they're not constant like that. It's not like you have it like constantly. You still have like small B movies that are always working on the background, you know, that just keeps the hub moving. And that's the most important thing right here. So that they will get there. Like I said, I see the passion in their eyes and the tenacity, the ability to actually achieve things. So there is nothing more to tell them than keep the passion going and keep the fire burning.
Do you think that more collaborations with Nigerian actors, Ghanaian actors, South African actors is going to help push faster?
I mean, of course. About it being fast, you know, that I can't guarantee. Because somebody just mentioned that also said, CAMIFF started and CAMIFF talked about collaboration. It took how many years before we got on Netflix, before Ramsey Nouah came to shoot a movie? I'm like,
because they grow.
Yeah. So you see, it's not that it won't happen. It will happen. That there will be collaborations because the whole idea is a unified Africa, and we are trying to use the medium of art to do that, irrespective of our culture, tradition, you know, our background, our community. Irrespective of that, I don't think that
invisible lines called boundaries created by the white man.
Even us, even we black men, we create that stuff too. I don't see any reasons why I should need a visa to go to my fellow black man's country to say I want to go and visit him. Or say hello, or I say I want to come and shoot a story on my grandfather, and my grandfather came to Cameroon that time. And I come and shoot, and they're telling me you need all the rights, you need all of that, or you can't do that because no. I'm thinking it's about time when we have a unified front, you know, and talk about our stories. You can have as many in a story. You can have as many families from different places, and they will still be who they are. They will still be Cameroonian. Their culture will be there. Their religion is there. The mannerisms and everything is still involved. It doesn't take away your background or whatever. The fact that we're coming together to to work.
One of the criticisms that have been thrown to the Cameroon film industry is the lack of original stories, which we saw with Fisherman's Diary, which was really amazing. I mean, it tells the success of the film and the likeness to the film, right? But what advice are they going to give to filmmakers in Cameroon, whether old or young, when it comes to this kind of stories that they want to tell?
Something must be a compelling factor. And the compelling factor is either the investor or your government or your people, whatever. You can't dictate to the filmmaker what film he wants to do.
Right.
Right?
In Cameroon?
Ramsey is speaking from his home.
Not from my home. I'm speaking from the normal norm for the creative mind, the creative arts around the world. Now, you can control it, right? You can control certain things. Like, for instance, your government can say, we don't want certain things here, we don't want certain things there. Understandable. Now, even when you wanted to go on that route, there are different mediums to release your films.
Yeah.
You can boycott all the directs and just do the small little things and still pass your message. But as a creative mind, we are not bound by anything. We shouldn't be, anyways, by anything to tell our stories. We shouldn't be. Now, it doesn't matter what you decide. You will find your bearing somewhere along the line. We will find out, okay, what will be a success story or success production for Cameroonians when the time comes. You can't dictate that now. I can't tell what the viewers out there want to see or what they want to consume. You know, now we are dictating like, I think they should like our more traditional story. I think they should like this, they should like that. We don't know yet. We're just going to churn out all the content. And then the ones that we see that people like and appreciate the most, you won't tell anybody. People will follow the bandwagon.
True.
Yeah, they will find their bearing. That's just this.
I mean, you've been in the movie industry yourself for a very long time. Proof with CAMIFF, this how successful it is in terms of holding the hands of filmmakers and producers. There's a constant struggle in movie production, distribution, and marketing, and also the production itself. I mean, we can see what CAMIFF has done with creating the pathway for Fisherman's Diary and therapy. Now, are there active moves by CAMIFF as an organization, as a movie festival that showcases Cameroonian art, to build better structures for the movie industry, to also make it in such a way where even the government knows it's bound? I know we're in a lawless country, but then even the government knows that, okay, because these people are autonomous, we cannot overstep our bounds, and also in such a way where it protects not just the creators, but also the producers, those behind the scenes. Because right now we have a lot of brands using common slangs by creators, and they don't pay the right to that. So is CAMIFF really putting the structures to protect creators and just facilitate things for them, especially in the country we are in?
Well, the Cameroon International Film Festival is not a platform that has that kind of a power to engage in such responsibilities. The Cameroon Film Industry Board of Directors has that responsibilities. And as a member of the Cameroon Film Industry, yes, the board chair, Mr. Alex Buea, has done a lot to try to communicate with the government and see how, we can collaborate. But Cameroon being what it is, when they appoint somebody, he comes and thinks that, okay, simply because he's a minister of the culture, he will dictate what should be done and how it should be done. And most of the time, we disagree with the ideas that have been tabled by the government, because the ideas are mainly to actually monopolize the whole film sector without a clear agenda on how we can survive or how we can continue producing films. The recent one was the idea to create a Cameroon Film Federation. And I keep telling them, look, there are two systems at which we do films in two different languages protected by two different laws. It might sound the same, droit d'auteur, copyright, but there are two different things, you understand? So in the Francophone system, the owner of the film is a director. Whereas in the Anglo-Saxon system, there's a producer, there's an executive producer. So they have different responsibilities. But now they wanted to create a federation that will be represented at a 10 region, which makes Cameroon 10 region of the Republic of Cameroon. And based on that, it will just confuse and complicate life for those of us who are doing films as Anglophones from this part who are members of Commonwealth. So I kept telling the minister, you cannot do such tumbu boss kalaba, it's never going to work.
So they try to just synchronize the whole system?
Is that what
I don't think they want to synchronize the whole system. I think the agenda of assimilation is what they are trying to push out. It's not about whether it works or it does not work. Yes, it's all about, okay, how do we bring these people and just put them in a basket and shake them and just let them disappear. And but they are there. They are mixed. Because we need a structure at which the minister was trying to present. there are 8 regions francophones and 2 regions anglophones. If we go by that, an anglophone will never be president of that structure.
Yeah.
Because they are already 8,
majority.
and we are 2. How can 2 votes compare with 8 votes?
Yeah.
So those are some of the things that we try to talk with the minister. But you know, we have a lot of incompetent people who have come to run the Ministry of Arts and Culture and work at the Ministry of Arts and Culture. And today, the Ministry of Arts and Culture has the smallest budget in Cameroon government, has no value in the eyes of Cameroonians. They don't even know how to promote the identity of the Cameroonian people, talk less of promoting the film sector. The film industry of Cameroon is an orphan. It's fending for himself, it's struggling on its own, is actually doing its best that it can do to survive. So there is no much we can expect from the Ministry of Arts and Culture. Forget it.
I have a question for Ramsey. Ina was here the other time, and one of our colleagues, one of the co-hosts of the show, is not here. He made a comment in December that the Cameroon film industry lacks rom-coms because there's romantic comedies due to the lack of fit actors. Perhaps sexy actors that we do know. That's what he sees as one of the problems that why there is a lack of rom-coms in the Cameroon film industry. Do you buy into that, or what's your comment?
Well, that's internal problems, like saying family issues. Why would I buy it? No, I don't know about that. I don't.
I'm just trying to find out what do you think is the connection between film and fitness, like actors who take care of themselves.
Huge connections. Like, of course, they work hand in hand. You know, there is no way you can isolate. Look, everything must fit perfectly well. You know, you must be able to put the pegs in the right place, the square pegs and the circle ones, or what is and all of that. You must. You can't say you're doing a romantic comedy without having eye candies.
You know?
I mean, there must be an eye. It's almost like saying you're taking pictures. Okay, there's a stupid joke on WhatsApp that I flew at one point in time. When somebody posted saying, you're welcome to my birthday, and please don't come if you're ugly. Then the reply, it was a savage reply that said, how come you're inviting people to a birthday that you won't attend?
Meaning that you're ugly.
So it's not possible for us not to have, something that attracts you. Yeah. What attracts you to? How do I think of it? What can I think of?
Like my six pack.
That's even going to the individual. I'm talking about like what attracts you to hairs, what attracts you to lipsticks, what attracts you to lovely clothes that you want to spot on red carpets. When you see it on a mannequin, what isn't there something sensual about it?
This guy is an idiot.
It's a FreakyTable at this moment.
Isn't there something sensual? Isn't there something? Isn't it not because of the eye candy?
I used to crush on this girl. She was in Lagos.
Talking.
Ramsey. No.
CAMIFF don't suffer for that.
I don't crush on this girl.
Is this where we stop talking?
But anyways, like I said, you need to have like the good looks for rom-com, and except of course you really want to tell the story like from how do I call it, like a docu rom-com kind of thingy. That's almost like it could still be nice. It's just like it's almost like you're saying like a real life story of some lovers or something.
Like Beauty and the Beast kind of story.
That is still that one.
That's still a
candy there.
Romantic kind of.
There is the beast, and then there's the beauty. Yeah. So there's a balance somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Then afterwards, that beast now became
handsome.
Okay.
So there's balance there. But anyways, I am not to know if a reason why they're not doing rom-com because of not fitting. I've seen beautiful girls and guys in Cameroon, and lots of them.
Really?
I don't know if they can act.
Okay.
That one I don't know.
Okay.
But I've seen lovely faces, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
And with that said, it's now left for you the internal issues to decide how you want to do your rom-com.
Yeah, because I feel like this what we call commercial movies, right? What I would call commercial films are the ones that keep us going before the big budget films come. And these rom-coms are films that we watch like on a daily, our daily lives, boy meets girl, girl, blah, blah, blah. So when they are not there, it makes us wait for a very long time before a big film comes, and then we start following up and stuff like that. And then the actors disappear, you know, they just vanish. So you don't see them, they act the movie this year, you see them next 5 years, perhaps maybe there's a producer who comes with big money and then act. So
there isn't like
we don't have simple
you could term it like that, simple films, meaning that easily accessible movies, right?
Like that.
Yeah.
This one what they produce.
You don't have that.
Which one?
The ones we are producing.
The Fisherman's Diary.
I did not accessible.
No, they are.
No, that's not what she's talking about. Even that one is still a bigger budget.
It's a big film.
That's what she's
like
saying.
Those simple movies that keep
like simple, those very quick stories.
Like that's what I'm saying. So that we can have boys that we are falling for and girls.
H, I just have a question for you, but it's going to be a bit political here, because you made a statement about not bending to the conditions of the Ministry of Arts and Culture, about taking CAMIFF to Yaoundé or Douala, and also invest and also sponsors. Now, from the way you speak, you seem very pro Anglo-Saxon, protecting the culture and also projecting it. And CAMIFF seems, I don't want to say direct form of activism in protecting that culture.
Well, first thing first, I didn't create the systems at which the world is being managed today.
Yeah, definitely.
I came, I saw them, I will leave them behind. So
you don't want
very, very hopeful of you. You sound very hopeful.
You don't want to conquer.
No.
You came, you saw, you leave.
I'll leave.
You don't conquer.
And I will leave. And I'll leave it there. For those who are saying that they are going to die trying to change it, Kwame Nkrumah is not coming back to change it. So, Nelson Mandela either. So, first, I want you to know that I'm a proud citizen of Cameroon, but I pride myself as a Southern Cameroonian.
Yeah.
I pride myself as an Anglophone or somebody from the Anglo-Saxon, with the Anglo-Saxon background.
Yeah.
That is my identity. And by so doing, my training for filmmaking is English. My language first is English, then my dialect is Ejagam. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, the world does not communicate business with Ejagam, it communicates business with English or French. And Cameroon happens to have both. But the French Cameroonians have this idea to enjoy that which can be offered by Francophone and Francophonie, but they will choose to want to deprive that which should benefit Anglophones by Commonwealth. So CAMIFF just come there. I remember I went to Yaoundé one time, and there's an event called Trophy Francophonie. And we, the Cameroonians of Anglo-Saxon background, were refused to submit our films for the Trophy Francophonie. And this event was held in Yaoundé at Palais des Congrès, co-sponsored by the Ministry of Arts and Culture. And the Francophones pride themselves with that. They go around, and then tomorrow they come and tell me we are one and indivisible. So for me, it's just, I just call it charming hypocrisy.
Yeah.
Because...
Hashtag that.
Charming hypocrisy. Because if you are really my brother, you'll say, hey, why are you dealing with me without thinking about
the other person? Yeah.
But if you can celebrate Trophy Francophonie, then we too have the right to create platforms that should protect the interests of the English filmmakers. Agbor Nouah is a platform that attracts Francophone content buyers. CAMIFF is a platform that attracts Anglo-Saxon content buyers. So we are not stepping on anybody's toes. We're just doing what we have to do to survive.
And to protect your own.
I'm always going to be a Southern Cameroonian. I will remain a Southern Cameroonian.
Amen.
But I'm a citizen of Cameroon.
All of us are. Anyway, guys, this is where we're going to shut the curtains for this discussion for today, because CAMIFF ends tonight with an amazing gala. It's usually very, glamorous and fun-filled, and we have superstars in the building alongside our artists who are here trying to push the film industry and our stories across the borders. So we thank Ramsey Nouah for coming. Gilbert, thank you so much for joining us. Yana, it was great to see you again. Guys, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, DcodedTV Show, to watch this and, of course, participate in the discussion and be a part of CAMIFF. Online, there's the hashtag CAMIFF 2021, as well as they are also very active on Facebook and on Instagram. Please catch up with all the pictures and all the stories and updates from CAMIFF 2021. Don't miss out. My name is Joan. See you guys later.
FreakyTable is brought to you by Nikki Hits Beauty Studio, Bona Musadi, Douala, and Jungle Hub, Buea.
Contact Jungle Studios, which is located at Solidarity Junction, Buea, for all your photography and videography.
Thanks for watching the dopest TV show right now.
And don't forget to subscribe so that you can continue seeing our beautiful faces. Scratch that, my handsome face.
Alright guys, and to never miss a thing, follow us on all social media platforms at FreakyTable, Instagram, Facebook, and yeah, stay tuned.